Great. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Amber Patterson, the Chief Procurement Officer at the Town of Barnstable. We are here today for the filed sub-bid openings for the FY25 Airport Traffic Control Tower HVAC replacement project. And we have a number of filed sub-bids today. Those categories include painting, HVAC, plumbing, electrical, and fire alarm protection. Today is August 21st, 2024. It is now 12:01 p.m. This bid opening is being recorded and it's going to be posted on the Town of Barnstable Channel 18 website, which will be available for you to view. So we ask that you please remain on mute for the entirety of this bid opening. And then if you have any questions at the end, you can either call me or email me directly. The results will be posted on the Bonfire Procurement Portal and emailed to everyone who's registered as a plan holder on Bonfire and has downloaded the documents. So next up, what I'm going to do is share my screen. All right, let me just make this big. Okay, so the first filed sub-bid category that we're going to open is for the sub-bid for painting. And we received 2 submissions. And those submissions are from JMS Painting Corp., received August 20th, 2024 at 8:15 p.m. And from Top Quality Painting Company, received August 21st, 2024 at 9:37 a.m. So now I'm going to go under requested information. And I'm going to unseal all the documents because they are currently sealed. All right, and now you will be able to see that the documents have been unsealed and there is a date stamp next to them. We'll go back to our submissions. And we'll go ahead and open that filed sub-bid submittal from JMS Painting. Okay, so again, this is from JMS Painting Corporation for the category of painting, and their proposed sub-bid price for that particular scope of work is $25,800. That is 25,800. And addendums 1, 2, and 3 are acknowledged, and there are no restrictions or exclusions included in their bid. All right, so next we will just take a look at that combined certificate of tax compliance and non-collusion. It also includes OSHA compliance, and that is signed and included. And we'll take a look at that bid bond. And the bid bond is here in the amount of 5%. And finally, we just want to look at that DCAM certificate of eligibility. Just for anyone joining us, the actual DCAM update statement is a confidential document, so we do not open that during our bid opening. So here is the certificate of contractor eligibility for painting. Right, and we'll go to our next filed sub-bid from Top Quality Painting Company. Okay, and again, this is from Top Quality Painting Company. And the proposed contract price for this scope of work is $95,000. That's 95,000.00. Addendum 1, 2, and 3 is acknowledged, and there are no exclusions or restrictions included. We will look at that combined certificate for tax compliance, non-collusion, and also OSHA is signed and included. The 5% bid bond is here in the amount of 5%. And then we want to look at that certificate of eligibility. And that is included. So that is the conclusion for the painting sub-bid. So let's go now to the HVAC sub-bid. All right, and for this category, looks like we received 4 submissions. Rougeau Bros Plumbing and Heating Inc. received August 21st at 11:50 a.m. CAM HVAC and Construction Inc. received August 21st at 11:44 a.m. Performance Plumbing August 21st at 11:46 a.m. and Veterans Development Corporation Inc. August 21st at 11:45 a.m. So we'll go in and we will release the documents. All right, and then just so you can see, all the documents are now unsealed, released by me, and there's a timestamp. All right, and we will start with Rougeau Bros Plumbing and Heating Inc. And I apologize because I feel like I always get that name wrong, so I apologize if I am mispronouncing. So we have this vendor for HVAC, and the contract sum proposed for the scope of work is $821,100. That is 821,100.00. Addendums 1 through 3 are acknowledged, and there are no exceptions or restrictions included. We'll take a look at that combined certificate. It is signed and included. Let's check the bid bond. It is here in the amount of 5%. And finally, that certificate of eligibility. And it is here for HVAC and plumbing. So the next submittal is from CAM HVAC and Construction Inc. And the proposed contract sum for this scope of work is $1,077,700.00. That is 1,077,700. Addendum 1, 2, and 3 are acknowledged, and this bidder said this subbid may only be used by New England Builders and BC Construction. So next, we'll just check their certificates of non-compliance or non-collusion, tax compliance, and OSHA. It is signed and included. Take a look at their bid bond. It is here in the amount of 5%. And then we'll look at that certificate of eligibility. And that is here for HVAC. I'm just going to go back to the screen to make sure there's no other participants waiting to get in. It doesn't look like it. So we'll go back down. Okay. So next we will open the bid from Performance Plumbing. Okay, and this is Performance Plumbing and Heating Inc. The contract sum proposed for the scope of work is $1,588,240. That is 1,588,240.00, and addendums 1, 2, and 3 are acknowledged. The combined certificate for tax compliance, non-collusion, and OSHA is included. And the bid bond in the amount of 5% is here. We'll look at that certificate of eligibility. And that is included. All right, and the last one for this category for HVAC is Veterans Development Corporation. Okay, and the proposed contract sum for the scope of work is $1,100,900 $98,500, no cents. It is 1,198,500.00. Addendums 1, 2, and 3 are acknowledged. And this bid may only be used by the following general bidders: Veterans Development Corporations, Inc. The combined certificate for tax compliance, non-collusion, and OSHA is included. The bid bond is here in the amount of 5%. And the certificate of eligibility is here. So that concludes the bid opening for HVAC. Okay, so let's do plumbing next. There was one submission for plumbing, and that is from Arujo Bros Plumbing and Heating, Inc. So let me go ahead and release those documents. And now you'll see that everything was unsealed. I mean, there's a time and date stamp. Okay, and the proposed contract sum for this scope of work is $61,750. That is 61,750.00. Addendums 1, 2, and 3 are acknowledged, and there are no exclusions or restrictions. The combined certificate of tax compliance, non-collusion, and OSHA is included. Let's see the bid bond is here in the amount of 5%. All right. Okay, so we will go to our next filed subbid. And that is for electrical. So we have 3 submissions. American Electrical Construction, Inc. received August 21st at 11:33. Sparks Company, Inc. received August 21st at 11:41 a.m. And Systems Contracting, Inc. received today at 10:06 a.m. We'll go ahead and release those documents. And then under requested information, you'll see everything was unsealed. All right, so we will open the bid from American Electrical Construction, Inc. And the sum proposed for this scope of work is $150,000. That is 150,000.0000. Addendums 1, 2, and 3 are acknowledged. And this subbid may be used by any general bidder except CTA Construction Co. Inc., BC Construction Co. Inc., Northern Contracting Corp., and Rubicon Builders LLC. The combined certificate for tax compliance, non-collusion, and OSHA is signed and included. The 5% bid bond is here. And the certificate of eligibility is included. Next, we will open the bid from Spark Company, Inc. The proposed contract sum for the scope of work is $260,428. That is 260,428.00. Addendum 1, 2, and 3 are acknowledged, and there are no exceptions or restrictions. The certificate of tax compliance, non-collusion, and OSHA is signed and included. The bid bond in the amount of 5% is here. And the certificate of eligibility is included. And next, we will open the bid from Systems Contracting, Inc. The proposed contract sum for this is $175,000. That is 175,000.00. Addendum 1, 2, and 3 are acknowledged, and there are no exceptions or restrictions. The tax compliance, non-collusion, OSHA certificate is signed and included. And the bid bond in the amount of 5% is here. And their certificate of eligibility is here. All right, so our last category to open is the filed subbids for fire alarm and protection. We received one submission, and that is from American Electrical Construction, Inc. Let me go ahead and unseal the bid documents. And then I will show you under requested information how everything is unsealed with a date and time stamp. Okay, this is American Electrical Construction, Inc. for fire alarm. And the contract sum they proposed is $10,000. So that is 10,000. Addendums 1, 2, and 3 are acknowledged. And this subbid may be used by any general bidder except CTA Construction Co. Inc., PC Construction Co. Inc., Northern Contracting Corp., and Rubicon Builders LLC. The tax compliance, non-collusion, and OSHA training combined certificate is included. The 5% bid bond is here. And the certificate of contractor eligibility is included and includes alarm system. Okay, so that concludes the bid opening for today. What we will do is the bids will all be handed over to our consultant and also airport staff to review. The official results will be emailed to everyone who is on file as a plan holder through Bonfire, and those will come out through an addendum for the project. So this will be actually addendum 4 for the project. We'll have the official bid results. And then the general contractor bid for this particular project, the FY25 Airport Traffic Control Tower HVAC replacement, will take place on September 4th. Bids are due by 9, and you are welcome to join that bid opening as well. So that concludes this bid opening. I appreciate everyone who joined us. And if you have any questions, please call me directly or send me an email. Thank you.